Hi everyone, my name is Alian, and in today's video I will be reviewing a book called Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss. Here is the book, as you can see. So here is the back cover of the book, as you can see. So what this book is essentially or basically a compilation of all the people Tim Ferriss has interviewed on his podcast, The Tim Ferriss Show. And what Tim has done is he has taken the main points from all of these interviews Tim Ferriss has done of the people on his podcast, The Tim Ferriss Show, and he has written those main points inside this book. For example, one of the most common, for example, one of the biggest and striking commonalities slash common theme among these guests Tim Ferriss had interviewed on his podcast, the Tim Ferriss Show, is that they read a lot of books, like a lot of books, and they read self-help, non-fiction, and business books, and non-fiction books, and they're into the world of personal development, self development, self improvement. So they are in the world of personal development, self development, and self improvement. So, for example, here is one page from this book, the podcast gear I use, and uh, in in this chapter, Tim Ferriss goes in depth about the gear he uses for his podcast, and and basically he basically and basically uh, Tim Ferriss talks about post production and editing, meaning the software he uses for post production and editing, and he also talks about things he doesn't use. Like Tim Ferriss talks about the 80-20 principle, which states that the 20% of outputs result from 80% of sources. So, so Tim Ferriss likes to keep things simple because he follows the Pareto's principle or the 80-20 principle or the 80-20 rule. And he has written things I don't use. So Tim Ferriss likes to keep it simple. This is his podcast setup slash the podcast gear he uses. Also, as you can see, here is an interview of a guest named Alex Bloomberg. So here is the written interview of a guest Tim Ferriss has interviewed, Alex Bloomberg. So this chapter is taken from the interview of Alex Bloomberg Tim Ferriss has done on his podcast, The Tim Ferriss Show. So there are also other chapters in this book. I will not go in depth into those chapters, but one of the biggest things about this book is that uh, Tim Ferriss has actually interviewed Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, that actor who comes yeah, that actor who starred in Terminator movies and other movies. So here is the uh, interview, as you can see, of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and also he has interviewed other guests on his podcast, guests like Tony Robbins and James Altucher, etc., etc. So here is the overview slash review of this book, Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss. I hope you liked this book. Uh, and if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.